So in this video, I am going to show you how to turn a handwritten signature into a digital signature, i.e. creating it as an image file that you can upload to the end of blog posts, to your email newsletters, to any web page, anything you like really, but we're basically turning your handwritten signature into something digital. So you don't need any fancy software or cameras for this, I'm just using my iPhone, but the very first thing that you want to do is go into the settings of your phone and search for camera. Click on the camera app here, and what you want to do is go into formats and select most compatible. Now this will make sure that any images you create with your camera on your iPhone are saved as JPEG files, and this means that any computer and any kind of image editing software will be able to access them. High efficiency saves it into this weird HEIF type file that some softwares and the free software that we'll be using today is not compatible with. So I'm going to click most compatible and come off there. And then what I'm going to do is also obviously write my signature on a piece of paper. The best thing to do is write it on a white piece of paper, a white blank sheet of paper in black pen, and then go into your camera and take a picture of it. The lighting should be relatively good so that the image in the end you can see kind of the sharp lines of it and it is fairly good quality. And once you have that in your phone's photos, just tap the sharing button on the bottom left hand side of the Photos app. Then what I'm going to do is tap AirDrop, or I can just tap my Rosanna's MacBook Pro that is just featured above it because I've already used that previously. But if you've never used AirDrop before, just click on AirDrop and it will show you devices nearby that are linked to your account or that are contacts in your address book. And this is a really easy way to send files between your phone and your MacBook. Or if you don't have this set up or you don't have an iPhone, or a Mac, just make sure that you are emailing this file to yourself so that you can access it on a computer. So now if I go to my downloads, I can see that the JPEG image is here all ready for me to edit. And what I'm going to do now is go onto my browser and I'm going to type in Pixlr Editor into Google and click on the top option here. So it's pixlr.com. And here is the free photo editing software that we're going to be using. So we're just going to use the Pixlr X version. So launch that and open the image that we've just taken. You can ignore that and just click apply and it will open the image for you in here. So the first thing that we want to do is crop this so that it's cut out all of the other signatures that I have made. So I'm going to go to the crop tool and just adjust what I want to have cut out of this image. So I really just want it nice and close in to my signature and click apply. Then what I'm going to do is go to the adjust section where I can change how bright it is. Now I'm going to scroll down and go to brightness and I'm going to increase the brightness. I'm going to increase the exposure a little bit. I'm also going to increase the contrast, which makes the black text stand out more, and increase the black there. So what I'm really aiming for is a completely white background and black text that is really standing out. And obviously what you don't want to happen is if you drag the white up too far, you'll see that there's some like red and brown colouring coming through. So we don't want that. So I'll take that back down. But that should be all we need for the next step. So now I'm going to go to this little scissors icon here, and this is the cutout tool, but what I want is the magic cutout. So using this magic wand, I'm then just going to click on the white background. And what that does is remove the white background here. I also want to click on any other areas of white, for example in there. I'm just using my mouse pad to scroll in and out, zoom in and out, so I can get more of the white areas. So this has left me with basically just the black text. There is some little bits of white around it, but this won't matter too much as long as you are using a pale background for your signature. What you can do is undo all of that and basically just increase the tolerance if you want to get rid of more of those white flecks. That will help slightly. So as you can see, there's slightly less white edging coming through there. It is still there, but this is probably basically what's going to come out best for if you're creating this in a free image editing software like this rather than Photoshop. This is probably as good as it's going to get, but it's still going to work really well for pale backgrounds. So yeah, I'm happy with that. And now what I want to do is go to save the file. So I'm going to click on save down here. And what is really, really important is that you save this as a PNG. So because we've removed the background here, the white background, you can see this checkered pattern coming up behind. That means that the background is currently transparent. So anything will be showing through. If you paste this onto a white background, the white background will show through. If you paste this onto a cream or a blue background, the blue background will show through. So this is a transparent image file. So you want to make sure it's a PNG because these other file types do not support transparent backgrounds. So we're just going to call it signature. You can change the width of it if you want, but this is going to be fine for what I want. Now let's go into your website or wherever it is that you want to add your signature. And I'm going to go on my About Me page, for example, because that's quite a nice place to add a little signature. So I'm going to go down here, add an image file. And then you can see my signature PNG file is here. I'm just going to add an alt tag or a file name and click apply. And add some spacing around it to make it a little bit smaller. But there we go, we've now got my signature on my website. You could also add it to blog posts or email signatures or email newsletters, like I said. It's completely up to you how you use it, but this is a really good free tool and a free way of doing this without the need for Photoshop or anything too expensive.